Right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome back to Hippo Cup 6, where it is time for the quarterfinals week. Lots of matches going on, all at the same times, because of course they are. We're starting things off with the first match of this week in the winners bracket. It is the Irishmen II and all G8 bros, which are some very interestingly different teams. Irishmen II, of course, a Korean stack: Captain Crazy, Algrismo, Adapir, Garlulu, Me Comet, MX1000 and 1002, Vendemia, and Zason. Raise your hand if you've heard of more than like 3 of those people, because you probably haven't. On the other side, all G8 bros, well, it's David, it's Karumi, it's Crystal, it's Kevin. And then it's like 2 other people who are just on the team, so they had 6 players so they could sign up for the tournament, but they're actually only playing with 4. And here we are in winners bracket quarterfinals with both these teams still alive and still kicking. It'll be a pretty fun affair. At the same time as this, we do have a couple other matches. We have Maxwell versus Troll, and we also have Wooding 60 HE versus Singapore. I'll try to keep up on the scores of those, keep you guys updated. You can also check on the main spreadsheet. The scores will live update as soon as the back-end sheet gets updated by the referee with the scores. So you can keep an eye on those there as well. We're getting going in this one with Irishmen II first ban, G8 Bros first pick. Irishmen II opting into the Nomad 4 and DT4 bans quite quickly. G8 Bros opting for DT2 and a second ban to be determined. I will not lie. Any map that I didn't already know in this pool, I don't know, because I haven't looked at the pool. Didn't get to watch the showcase, because the showcases are always at the worst time possible for me to try to watch. So I'm gonna be sight reading this pool for any map that I didn't already know. But there are some giga bangers, so it's cool. Lunatic Rough Party and Stellar. Those are both such cool maps. Why are you banning those out? Come on, man. And then DT2, Gimme, 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 of course, very classic DT pick that I think most people are probably familiar with if they've been around the game. See what the last ban is for the G8 Bros. To be honest, this is one of those Korean teams where, like, it's just a bunch of people you've never heard of, so it's hard to know what they're really good at. I haven't been able to stream any of their matches because they keep playing at stuff like early o'clock. So this will be a discovery for all of us. This team that played at like 8 a.m. and 2 a.m. my time for their previous 2 matches. So we wait. It's gonna be Hard Rock 3. That is the Toby Fox, Miss Magius OWC map. Forget what slot that was in OWC. I don't remember if that was it seems like a type of thing that would be in free mod in OWC, but I'm not positive. Was that 2022 or 2021? You can remind me which OWC that was in. I just know it was in one of the last 2. It wasn't a custom for OWC. They made, like, there was an OWC diff, but it wasn't a custom. Last updated 2021, so I guess it was 2021 at OWC probably. We're gonna get into things with a nice early Nomad 1 pick. We always love going Nomad 1 first map, right? We'll get the aim warmed up. It's gonna be the Kiko Ohana Nomad 1 this week. Nagaiki no Kami-sama. Kind of the standard Kiko Ohana thing where it's pretty high BPM. Other songs end up being 240, I feel. Or maybe it's just the ones that get mapped, I guess. This is on the list of maps that I'm not familiar with in this pool, but given that it sounds a lot like Desert Theater thematically, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say it's similar to Desert Theater map-wise as well. Any Hanatan's just fans in the chat? Like, her voice is so good. And yeah, we're gonna see the same roster from LG8 Bros pretty much the entire match. I have to assume it's just gonna be David, Kurumi, Kevin, and Crystal, because that is the roster. So any possible concern of being pick abused in a certain way because of always running the same four may be worth keeping in mind. Crazy MX1002, MX1000, and Alagrissimo. Nosu players just have unique usernames that aren't dumb, so that we can actually know who they are. That'd be really nice. I think MX1000 is like actually the original MX whatever, MX10000. I mean, MX10002 is Zayson Dash, but they also have Zayson without a dash on their team, which is some dude named Bora or Bora. This font has such bad kerning, I can't tell which it is. This team is just high-key trolling, I guess, with their usernames, because they have Zayson Dash and Zayson without a dash, which is not Zayson, on the same team. When they already have two MX10000s. Like, that is really fun and awesome. Do get a couple early breaks from Alagrissimo, and not having a great time, down at 92 AC. No fail on the lobby. Is this failable? I don't know. Usually Nomad 1s don't feel super failable, but perhaps this is failable. Also early break from MX10000, so LG8 Bros taking an early lead. It is going to be the break from David, but the other three holding through this first key eye time. Looking pretty comfortable, high 98 AC. Oh, it's a break on the 1/3 patterns from Kurumi, David, and Kevin. Well, that flips the script a little bit. Now Irishmen II have a double FC versus a single FC on Crystal, and they have a backing combo on both other players. The score is going to go right on over. Always fun to break on the 1/3 patterns right before a slow section where you get free combo. Irishmen II get the lead back literally without doing anything other than just like playing the easiest, slowest part of the map. But it does ramp right back up, and there goes Crazy. So one of those two FCs now gone. MX10002 being matched by Crystal for the remaining FC. The other combos are a bit higher for Alagrissimo and MX10000. And there goes Kevin once again. So David and Kurumi got to do some work here on the side of LG8 Bros. Got to recover some combo, got to try to build back up. Crazy breaks again, now MX10000 breaks again. It's going to help things out for LG8 Bros. Irishmen II still in an okay spot, though. Kevin continuing to have trouble. Those quick triples into the jumps can be very difficult, and those bursts as well. Another break from MX10000, but it's a break from David to even things out. And now you've got 10002 with the FC, Crystal with the FC, and Alagrissimo and Kurumi with the big backing combos for their teams. They get a nice break here. They'll see the scores. LG8 Bros got to pray for a miss out of 10002 and or Alagrissimo, while Crystal and Kurumi both hold. And it's got to be relatively soon. This lead is not huge, but the time left is dwindling quickly. And Kevin breaking once again. 10002 still feeling good here. Mr. Zayson having a good time. So this looks like it might just be the outcome. We could get like even a double FC. Not quite. Crystal breaks late. Zayson holds. Alagrissimo holds as well. And this is going to be a 1-0 lead for the Irishmen. They're going to take the break point on the first pick for LG8 Bros. Not what you want to see to start off a match if you are the primarily Chinese team with one Australian player on it. There is no good way to make that make sense. 7 million point win And that is a really good play from Zayson. Let's see where that is on the leaderboard. That's probably pretty high if he doesn't already... Oh, wait, it's no fail, so it won't be. That's unlucky. He actually does have an FC on that already. This is ever so slightly better. 1/100 better, and that 1/100 is also a slider end, so he has a perfect combo FC on this to go along with his one slider end missed FC from 3 hours ago. We do love Scorpio 1. And so 1-0 lead Irishmen 2, breakpoint in hand. They'll go on into their first pick. You know, the first pick, Nomad 1, does not give away a whole lot of information, I feel, because you're breaking on kind of the same thing in that map. It's just like those, it's like the bursts into aim patterns. But like other than that, you're not really giving much away when you pick that. It's not like you're saying we're going to be picking solely aim, we're going to be picking solely speed, anything like that. It's just, well, we picked Nomad 1. So Irishmen 2 have gained a breakpoint, but I don't know that they've gained enough information to really be incredibly beneficial going forward. It's not going to be like, oh my god, they can just pick aim every map now. This just feels too... I don't want to say RNG, but it's a pretty volatile pick. And it's going to be Nomad 7 as the next pick. That is the difficult to pronounce Nomad map. Maquilzochtl? Something along those lines. We do a bit of difficult gimmicky map gaming. Feeling most people probably familiar with this song, at least. This is, of course, the Rust Bell difficulty. Actually don't know. This diff is, I think, relatively old. This is like 2011 diff or something like that. This one's been around for a while. But Rustwell, of course, always ahead of his time. And it looks like we're going to see My Comet, I'm not sure, and Gara Lulu coming in. They'll be joining Zayson and Allegrisimo. To the surprise of no one, you get the exact same roster for all G8 Bros. I doubt we'll see anybody other than those four. And we will get going. Map number 2. Going to see if Irishmen 2 can consolidate on that breakpoint for a 2-0 lead. Very, very tricky type of map here. Keeps you on your toes, you know? Allegrisimo, once again, starting off with an early break. It worked out for him last map. He missed right at the beginning, and then he had a huge combo going into the end. So, clearly not the end of the world, but it is going to give all G8 Bros a small lead to start things off by about 90 combo. Kurumi, though, will find a miss right back. So does Kevin. Allegrisimo breaking a second time, but that's not the end of the world. Like, if he really struggles, it can become a problem, but as long as they have 3 FCs and him, like, alive, it's not the worst thing ever. My Comment and Garlulu, the newcomers in the lobby for that team, both break, and it sends the lead right over. All G8 Bros take the advantage. as Crystal and David are continuing to hold. Kurumi with another break. 2 FCs to 2. The awkward patterns coming in. Those flow squares. It's the Big Dipper. It's just the Big Dipper. Or the Little Dipper. I don't know. Take your pick. And that's a lot of breaks. Nobody held. Except for Allegrisimo, because he's a god. Allegrisimo the only one. And he's going to bring the lead back over for his team if he can just hold through this next section, which is much, much easier. And he can't. He breaks. As we get into a little more flow patterning here at the ending, it looks like it's going to be all G8 Bros just taking that early lead and holding on to it. So an 800K victory for them. I don't know. They just took a lead and then nobody hit the thing except for Allegrisimo, but unfortunately he broke where you kind of can't afford to break. And that is going to be the break point right back. So 1-1 goes the score. Neither team successful in their initial efforts. And we tie the match up just like that. In other news, Maxwell already up 3-1 against Troll. I don't know if they've just picked the 4 shortest maps in the pool or what. I don't know how they've already played 4 maps. Let's see. They've played DT1, DT5, DT6. Yes, they are just picking short maps. They've picked a minute and a half. They've picked a minute and a half. They've picked a minute and 13. And they've picked Nomad 7. So that match going quickly as they pick everything short. That's kind of crazy. Meanwhile, Singapore versus Wuding 60HE are just in their second map. The duality of man. I wonder if, I mean, Maxwell was talking about having concerns that they weren't going to have 4 players, so maybe they're trying to play super fast because they're going to be losing somebody at like 15 UTC. I'm not sure. So the question here, of course, is where do you go after you pick Nomad 1 and lose it, and then the opponents pick Nomad 7 and lose it? I don't know. I mean, a ton of pool left. Feels like we can just continue opening up new skill sets to see where they lead us. Go down the rabbit hole of whatever skill set you kind of feel like endeavoring toward. And it's going to be double time 6. Double time 6 is Zauberkugel. Oh boy. Minute 13 seconds, 2:30 BPM. You know what? You love it. I like how we, musically, I really like going from Makozoch to Zauberkugel. Like, the vibes are just immaculate, I feel. Also, apparently my voice is just dying, so I apologize for that. I don't really know what's going on here. I don't feel bad. We're just playing jazz today. What other jazz maps are there that could have been in this pool? And it'd just be a super... That would be a cool concept for a tournament, actually. Like, every round is a different music genre. That would be so sick. I don't know if there's enough individual, like, unique genres to really pull that off. I mean, obviously you could do like K-pop, you could do J-rock, you could do EDM, you could do anime, you could do any number of different EDM genres. Actually, you could separate them out. But then you get into more. You do metal, of course. You probably do like Western rock. Slowly but surely, getting enough songs in that genre. Not sure about jazz. There just are not. I don't know. Somebody with a really deep knowledge of the available maps out there could maybe put enough jazz maps together for a map pool, but that would be actually, you could do that for like one of those one of those tournament that uses like small pools, and you choose which pool you're gonna play out of like 3, and they're only, you know, 10 or 15 maps or whatever. I think that would maybe be feasible for this idea for a wider array of genres. Anyway, in we go. It's Zayson. Oh, fuck off. All right, 10,002, Zayson, 10,000, and Allegrismo. God. OSU players have usernames that are able to commentate challenge against the same LG8 Bros lineup. Early break once again from Allegrismo. Is that just his specialty? Does he do that every single map he plays? All 3 maps now, he has broken it within like the first 50 combo. The dude is just incapable of playing the beginning of any map, I guess. I'm not sure. It's very strange. But it is going to be the lead going to LG8 Bros. They are holding on all 4 full combos still against 3 for the Irishmen. Allegrismo breaking again. It is still 3 FCs for Irishmen, but it's all 4 for G8 Bros. And this map is so short. There goes 10,000. That might just seal the deal. Unless everyone from G8 Bros breaks right now, this is pretty over. There goes Crystal, but there goes 10,002. It trades back. There goes Zayson as well as Kevin. See if David and Kurumi can pull off a double FC here for all G8 Bros. That would be pretty cool, especially with the hidden double time on Kurumi. It's kind of too bad this is hidden. This has no fail on. Oh, it's really too bad this has no fail on, man. That'd be a leaderboard score there from Kurumi. 98.98 AC would put him like top 8, depending on locations of the 100s. That's a really good double FC from G8 Bros. Also, unfortunate S rank there from 10,002. That is kind of an S rank map, though, I guess. Also, the AC from Kevin coming in clean, 99. Fortunate slide break from him as well. I need a mute button. I've been sneezing a lot today before I started the stream. I'm unlucky. It's just too hard to like open OBS and mute my mic manually, and I don't use push to talk because I'm lazy. So 2-1 lead, all G8 Bros. A team now winning its pick for the first time in our 3rd map. We'll go back over to Irishmen II. We'll attempt to do the same thing to keep this together. Again, like, it's just impossible to know what anybody's going to pick when the pool is this diverse and there are as many options as you see available here. So everybody will find out at the same time I do. Really can't predict. I mean, the first pick was Nomad 7. Like, do they go Nomad 6? Nomad... I want to see Nomad 5 because Snow Irony is such a cool map, but I don't know that many people really want to play it all that badly. Actually, I want to see land gridding. Let's play land gridding. I can't believe that Habib finally put that in the pool after all these years. It's like objectively not that great of a map, but it's cool, as you would expect from one of those kind of early era maps from Arles or Lafnia. And it's going to be Fremont 1. We are going to get the other Kiko Ohana map, Soko ni wa Matamekyo. And this one's only 140 BPM. Kappa. And this, again, another Kiko Ohana map that I'm not familiar with, but this one apparently is really difficult judging by the leaderboard, or no one plays it, or some of both. Some, like, awkward Kiko Ohana alt, it sounds like. Kind of reminds me of Nobore Susume. Speaking of Nobore Susume, can someone go DT that already, please? It's been like 6 years. GGA 1 missed that shit in 2017, and y'all still haven't DT'd it, FC'd it. Like, come on now. Alright, we have a lot of GLHFs coming out. I don't have 4 players. I'm not sure. Somebody needs to move to slot 2. No, Shade. Oh my god. Alright, okay. What? Alright, Mikama is in slot 2 now. But, okay, whatever. It's fine. That was weird. I'm not really sure what happened there. I don't know if he was in that spot the whole time. My client just decided not to move him or what, because the referee didn't have to manually move him. Anyway, 10,002 and Allegrismo Nomad, Mikama and 10,000 on the Hiddens. On their side, you've got David and Kurumi on the Hiddens with Crystal and Kevin on the Nomads. And in we go on one of the longer maps in the pool. This one's 4.5 minutes long, so it's a big change of pace after we had a couple of shorter picks with Makwil Zochidol. I just love that song game. And Zauberkugel, which are both pretty short. Anybody else love 1/6 bursts? Because I think they're cool. Musically speaking, they're generally neat. That little, like, quick drum burst thing. And the first break of the map will be traded. It's 10,002 and Kevin. 1 miss on either side on Nomad players. Next up will be David with Allegrismo to follow. So we've got Mikama and 10,000 against Crystal and Kurumi. Arguably the best 2 players on that team. Kurumi and Kevin both have, I think, a claim to that title, but Kurumi has been playing pretty well recently, and I have just not seen Kevin as much. Mikama falls. So does Allegrismo, so does Kevin, but that doesn't really matter as much because it is MX 10,000 with the only FC left for Irishmen, while Crystal and Kurumi are both still FCing for all G8 Bros, so they will take this lead back here right about now. In this tricky little section. And yes, I know the song is really quiet. This song is just really quiet. It's not like I turned it down or something. This song is just quiet. I don't know. Like, I obviously haven't changed the audio volume. It probably gets loud at the end, and I'm going to regret turning it up, but at least for now, it'll help. Little Clover. And there goes Crystal, so it's now just down to Kurumi, but fortunately, David has a big backing combo there, and it is able to keep things intact. However, with Crystal and Kevin both breaking, this lead is going to go back over to Irishmen. They do have much better backing combo. It is basically 2 combos versus 4. Oh my god, how did Allegrismo not slider break there? What? He wasn't anywhere close to that slider take. Okay. Small lead for Irishmen, but they're maintaining some very, very strong combo. 10,000 breaks, that's the FC gone, but Crystal misses as well. Not really that bad for all G8 Bros. That is bad for the Irishmen because Kurumi still holds. And it is not a big gap here at all. Here, under 2 million points. There's a decent amount of combo on all 3 remaining members of Irishmen. But it's an FC on Kurumi and an 800 plus combo on David. So if there's a break at all for the Irishmen, all G8 Bros are going to be able to pounce. The only problem is, one of those breaks has to come eventually for that to happen. There goes Kevin, there goes David. That is really not good for G8 Bros. 10,000 breaks, but it's not going to really matter at all. The other 3 still holding on, and it's just Kurumi with a combo for the G8 Bros. And it looks like Irishmen II are going to end up taking this point. Very consistent backing combo for that team in a way that all G8 Bros just were not able to muster. Kurumi has been incredibly consistent, obviously, the whole way through, holding on to the FC, but really not a lot of support for him for most of this. And ranked score enjoyers are absolutely in shambles right now. Oh, and Kurumi breaks on air at the end. Those quick bursts. Not going to matter to the outcome. They were going to lose this anyway. That's a good performance from the Irishmen. A couple of 1K combos for 10,002 and My Comet, and I think 10,000 as well. Yeah, all 4 players actually got over 1,000 combo. Meanwhile, Kevin couldn't get over 315, and Crystal and David both didn't get over 1,000 either. Really, really strong performance from Kurumi, but unfortunately just could not carry the team when he did not get a lot of help in the way that he would have needed. We tie things up 2-2. Both teams get break points on the first pick, and both teams win their second pick. A little symmetry there. And meanwhile, Maxwell have gone ahead 4-2 against Troll. They've just traded the 1 picks of their own since we last checked in on them. And Singapore is up 2-1 against Wuding 60 HE. Both those teams winning their first couple picks. And we get Nonai Kakume girl, so we're gonna stay in the free mod pool. Yeah. It's interesting, you know, the way the lengths of this pool work out. You know, we went from a couple of very short maps, now a couple of pretty long maps. We had, you know, minute 40, minute 13, and then we go 4.5 minutes, 3.5 minutes. It's just like wanting to go to something more consistency based for the Irishmen, and then G8 Bros, I guess, just kind of following suit. Another pretty high BPM. This is a pretty good pick for them. I do agree with that. Bro, this vocal is so strange. The non-real vocal is so weird sounding. I don't know what it is about that. It just sounds bizarre. Very unique. And here we go, though. 10,002, My Comet, 10,000, and Algrissimo against the G8 Bros. Same 4. We're still going to be seeing David and Kurumi on Hidden, My Comet and 10,000 on Hidden for Irishmen. Little sliders? Little sliders? Wait, I need to... This is mapped by Kaifin. Okay, that makes sense. It has like some elements of like Hollow Wings or Karen or something. but Kaifin also fits. I'm just seeing some early breaks from the Irishmen while G8 Bros feeling pretty good so far. Obviously, the very early break from Vivace and Kurumi, but both recovered pretty well. Most players doing pretty fine on this, but we'll see how long that lasts. It's Kevin next to break. Give a little bit of leeway back to Irishmen. Wait, how is that mapped? Those circles at the end of that are not mapped to the music at all. Like, what is he saying there? Now it makes sense again, but like that part before this, it's just, oh, missing from Kevin. 10,002 trading it. They missed on the same thing, same way. That was unfortunate to watch. This guy has the most unique sounding voice. I just want to listen to it and try to figure out what he's saying. I mean, obviously I won't know what he's saying because I don't speak Japanese, but anyway, Kevin, Mikamet, and 10,000 all breaking. El Grisimo gone. There is no combo left on the side of Irishmen. Meanwhile, Kurumi, David, and Crystal are all just going. This is a very impressive performance from the G8 Bros. With a 9 million point lead, and that's with no fail on as well. Kevin breaks again, but it's a triple miss from Irishmen and 3 players holding for G8 Bros. So looking to take this 3-2 lead very, very comfortably. Yeah, this is destruction. This is demolition. This is horrifying stuff that they're doing. And this is another one where, like, you know, leaderboard scores if they didn't have no fail on, which is a bit of a shame. They just all 3 hit that again. I don't know what's going on. How are they this good at this map? This is messed up, dude. Are we gonna see a double FC and a massive combo as well? My God. Oh, David breaks the very end. That's unfortunate. All right, Crystal. That's fine. Oh, man. That's a score. And that is, yeah, that's really impressive from G8 Bros. Wow. FC on Crystal, ending miss from David, and reverse choke from Kurumi. Kevin didn't even need to be there. He just showed up so he didn't get fined. Obviously, the leaderboard is not going to be like the most representative since it's a loved map and not very many people actually play loved maps. Also, Woey, what is your hack on this, brother? That's not legal. That's actually not legal. I'm fairly sure I'm going to have to report that to the authorities. Yeah. Is that... Would that Crystal play be a 1v4 if no fail wasn't on? I guess since everybody had it, it probably wouldn't matter. It wouldn't increase the score lead. That's still like super messed up. We're going to get Nomad 2 once the referee is alive again. I don't know where our referee went. Hello, Shade. I have to run over to Discord, make sure nobody's dead. Okay, we're good. Nomad 2, it's Meikai Kiko. This is a rare Lucent Nomad 2. And I'm going to be honest and say I'm not familiar with Sun 3. They have just a bunch of love maps in other modes. They have like 7 loved Mania sets and 1 ranked standard set from 2010. Huh. But it's a banger, yo. And so we will get loose at Nomad 2, little Toho Breakcore kind of vibe. We'll see if the Irishmen can tie things back up 3-3, keep this match very, very close between the two teams. Does it feel like this is going slowly? I don't know. It's 45 minutes and it's 3-2. Like, that's not like terrible, but it's not great either. Anyway, your usual Kurumi and David on the Hidden, Kevin and Crystal on Nomad, Crazy and Garo Lulu on Hidden for Irishmen against 10,002 and Irishmen on Nomad. With? And yeah, I mean, it's going to be those kind of great core flow aim vibes where you get bursts and you get longer streams and a little bit of aim as well, just for good measure. Garlulu and Crazy have both broken early on. The Hidden players not having a great time for Irishmen. See if G8 Bros can capitalize on that advantage with their 4-way FC still alive. Garlulu missing once again on those kick slider jumps. There goes Kurumi. Crystal follows up Crazy as well. And so we now have Kevin and David or G8 Bros against Alagrissimo and 10,002 for Irishmen II. Halfway through, it's 3.5 million point lead for G8 Bros. Double FC against double FC. Not much backing combo against not much backing combo. Things pretty even at this point. And into the next back third of the map we go. Things getting pretty intense here now. It becomes a real stream map. I mean, Kurumi, Garlulu, Crystal breaking. Advantage Irishman by a slight margin. But it is still 2 FCs to 2. It's just that little backing combo lead. Don't know if that's going to be enough to bring this one back, but if Crystal and Kurumi continue to have trouble, it may well be enough. And there go David and Kevin both break, and there it goes right on over as 10,002 is holding with very high accuracy as well. He finally breaks, but it had already been a lead established for Irishmen. And into the ending we will go, and that's why you take no fail on the Nomad 2s. And it's a 6 million point win for Irishmen II. Boy, I love Nomad 2. It is such a cool skill set. Flow aim is neat, man. Yeah, woo. It's an S rank for Alagrissimo. Was that an FC, actually, for Alagrissimo? Close a tab I didn't want to close. Yeah, that's just kind of how that goes. And a quick Nomad 6 pick. Bring it Kantan no Kimochi as the next pick very, very quickly for all G8 Bros. We're staying in the kind of weird maps for them, I suppose. This one, little disco. Japanese indie rock? We're just really switching up our genres today. It's kind of cool. The players get set. Check in elsewhere. Whoa! Somebody broke their sheet? What the? Ew. One of the refs just like broke their sheet. And I don't know what they did. Oh, now it's unbroken. Okay, it may have just been me. I think it was maybe just me. So Maxwell leading Troll 5-3. And yeah, I think it was just me, the sheet not loading properly. And winning 60 HE leading Singapore 4-2. to fix them. We should be getting good to go here for our next pick. Things still tied up 3-3. Both these two teams very evenly matched so far. Nobody really able to establish any sort of advantage. I mean, we had the traded break points, and we've just won everything since then on the pick. 10,000 in my comment on Hidden. 10,002 at Irishmen Nomad. David Kurumi Hidden. Crystal Kevin on Nomad. And away we go with some more kind of flow aim alt stuff. More of that overlap reading and whatnot as well. I think like when you see a disco map, like you're never expecting anything just bog standard. And a couple early breaks do come out once again from Irishmen II on one of these awkward maps. It's 10,000 and my Comet. I think 10,002 might have broken right in the first like 10 combos, well as Kevin breaking the first 50 combo. But really, I mean, it's David Crystal Kurumi. They're the ones that matter here. G8 Bros have a triple FC, have a lead based on that. The combo lead not that huge though, especially not this early on, of course. The accuracy on MX 10,000 a little suspicious. Same for 10,002. It's Irishmen and Kurumi though that are going to trade the breaks. My Comet coming next, followed by Kevin, followed by 10,000. This is Break City, as David and Crystal, unperturbed by the goings on around them, do manage to continue to hold. It's going to give G8 Bros about a 3 million exactly point lead, with those two players still doing quite well for themselves. Okay. David breaks, followed by Kevin. Crystal is still holding on to that FC. That will help things to try to continue holding the lead, but 10,002 is matching him, and they do have a little bit more back in combo on the side of Irishmen II, so this is going to kind of claw back just a little bit. 10,000 falls. Meanwhile, the members of G8 Bros are building up some combo. It is a decent amount of combo on Irishmen on my Comet, and not anymore. It's Irishmen breaks. My Comet 300, but it's matched by Kurumi. So that lead's going to stay very steady for G8 Bros. No worries so far as we reach the last third of the map. A 3 million point lead, 4 million point lead. There go 10,000 in my Comet again. And Kurumi to follow. Irishmen though after. And now it is 10,002 with the lone FC left in the lobby. And it's a full reset for all G8 Bros. That's not good. If 10,002 can continue to hold here, he can bring this one back. It's only 2.5 million points. We're coming down to the ending. But he's got 1,000 combo. That's a lot of score, even with no fail. But he breaks on that little back and forth jump. And that will probably be that. Actually, I tell a lie. Irishmen and my Comet both at 250 combo. And that lead is only 1 million points. And there's nobody on all G8 Bros with over 180 combo. Or, excuse me, over a 240 combo. So just Crystal there. This is going to be very tight into the ending here. It looks like it may just go on back over. It's 500,000 points. It's coming down. 400,000 points. 300,000 points coming on downward. This is not what you want to see if you're all G8 Bros. Do they have enough time left to survive? Let's see. Into the ending it goes over to Irishmen II on the last pattern. And they take it in the last moments by 35,000 points. That ending combo was just enough. And the break point goes to Irishmen II for a 4-3 lead. And that is not what you want when you're in a match like this that's been this close. To give up a break point. A single yike. Just one. Now, Irishmen II with the 4-3 lead and the pick. 10,002 saying, I thought we lost when I missed on nothing. I thought that too, to be honest. Man, that's one of the closest V1 score differences I've ever seen. That's so nuts. Again, just kind of unfortunately Kevin not having a good time. Neither did 10,000 to be fair, so I guess that was kind of either way, but that 1.5 million higher score from 1002 versus Crystal. And then a little bit of difference here and there. Let's see. Oh, they're gonna have to get their bearings after that one. We've got Wooding 60 HG leading Singapore 4-3. And Maxwell has closed out Troll, so they will go onward to the next round of losers with a 6-3 victory. And it will be Hard Rock 1. As the next pick over here. So we get Beaten Love. Volatile map. I'm getting trolled. Volatile map. It's 4.5 minutes long, bro. I'm gonna go take a nap. I'm gonna make a cup of coffee. Screw this. I'm gonna make a tournament where every map, actually that's called TV size tournament. I was gonna say where every map's under 2 minutes long. That's literally just called freaking TV size tournament. So, guys, how are your brackets doing? Y'all picked Fairleigh Dickinson to beat Purdue, I'm sure. Got that 16/1. Probably picked Princeton over Arizona and Furman over Virginia as well. Because we're all geniuses here in the Hippo Cup chat. All right, finally. Like it's weird because like it doesn't feel like either of these teams is stalling or anything, but it just feels like this match is going really slowly. I'm not sure why. Maybe I'm the only one to feel that way though. If that's the case, that's fine. The flow of this match has just been kind of weird, I guess. It doesn't help when you have like maps this long, I guess, either. But whatever. In we go to Hard Rock 1. We're bringing in Vendemia for the very first time, I believe. I don't think I've said his name this entire match. I think this is a first showing, so... What? Does this dude play touchscreen? What is his aim? This dude has the weirdest freaking aim. Okay, now it's a little more normal, but those first few jumps look bizarre. Nah, this dude's aim correcting, bro. What? Somebody tell me I'm not crazy and this dude's aim just looks really freaking weird. Hey, slow slider break right there. It's Kevin, Allegrisimo, and Zayson. Even if you practice this, I guess those are probably pretty difficult to slow down for. Dude, this guy has... I'm just transfixed by Vendemia's aim. Meanwhile, all G8 Bros are in the lead by 1.5 million points, almost 2 million points, because Crystal, Kurumi, and David are all holding FCs still, but like... This guy either plays with some really weird mouse DPI settings, or he literally plays touchscreen. He plays like finger gun style. I'm not sure. Give me a traded break from several players, and you know, honestly, at this point, it's just Crystal and Kurumi. That's all you need to look out for. I'm probably gonna get like gaslit. People are gonna be like, nah, his aim looks perfectly normal, and I'm just crazy. I don't really know, but it's obviously not working well regardless. And it's just Crystal, because he's actually the GOAT. Like, Crystal is the greatest player in the history of Osu. I don't know. Looking pretty good. 99.3 AC FC. I think you could oh my goodness. Little wiggle stream. Vertical wiggle stream. I'm pretty sure you could just call this map right now. It's 9 million points, and nobody on Irishman is capable of holding any sort of combo this entire way. Not to say that all G8 Bros are doing all that much better, but they have Crystal. And that's all that matters. Sometimes having Crystal on your team is all you need. That's kind of been China's MO for OWC, and despite the fact that several of their teammates have been playing well this match, he's been the standout. It is finally a break, but look, I mean, look around the lobby. There's literally just no combo anywhere, so we're just gonna be chilling for the last third of the map because I think it's pretty over. Twitch chat asking, is this a V1 tournament? Well, judging by the fact that everybody has over 1 million points, I would think that the answer to that is perhaps self-evident, as we get a nice little bit of Bancho. Alright, well, obviously we're way past the point where this would get replayed or anything. It looks like 10,002 might have DC'd, because when I panicked, he's obviously now gone. Unless the map already ended and he left the lobby, which actually could be the case, knowing Bancho. Oh, he's here. Nice. Now we get to wait for him to catch up. Maybe. Oh my god. You guys, it's that time again. The weekly Bancho and tournament client are just absolute dog water moment. I love it. It's my favorite. This is so cool. All right, well, the map has ended. It's 4-4. We've got another back-to-back pair of breakpoints, much like earlier. This is both times now. You know, there were 2 breakpoints in a row to start the match off, and now 6-7 maps in, we've got another back-to-back breakpoint, and we have another pick before the map is even finished. It's gonna be Hard Rock 2, Cyclone Joker, Niwashi, 149 BPM. So we're just picking a lot of alt sort of stuff today. Hard Rock 2 here, not 6.5. I had to double check on that. I was like, I don't think this map is small circles, and it's not. It's just 3.9 before Hard Rock. And it's, yeah, kind of more, I don't know that I would call this jazz. I mean, it's Niwashi. It's just like electronically created jazz-inspired vibes. Or something. I don't know. It's jazzy. Does jazzy count? Where's... You know, we really needed Jazz's Rad in this pool. Why is Jazz's Rad not in this pool? Like, that would have been such a perfect pick. There's like 20 diffs. You can just pick any of them. Really could have just put Jazz's Rad in here and you'd have even more Jazz. I don't know if the Veep has used that in a previous Hippo Cup or not. Let's see, 4-4. So each team has 2 picks remaining. We love best of 13 here. Oh, that's right, best of 13. So Maxwell beat Troll 7-3. It was obviously not over at 6-3. Singapore leading Wooting 60 HE 5-4. It is Wooting 60 HE's pick. That one's going a weird way. They traded first picks, and then Wooting 60 HE won 3 points in a row before Singapore won 3 points in a row. So that one pretty closely fought as well. They're in a similar state there as we are here. I don't have a point. Yeah. And in we go. To a little Niwashi hard rock. A little flow aim, a little alt aim. Just difficult type of map. And players struggling pretty hard. I feel like this match for all G8 Bros has kind of just turned into Crystal go kill. Because it's literally just pick stuff that Crystal is a god at. It doesn't matter what anybody else does. He just carries. Although Kurumi is putting up a good showing here so far in the early stage, so Crystal not alone, but he's just been playing really well. We talked about this like last week or 2 weeks ago, that Crystal almost feels underrated as a tournament player because he never gets talked about in those discussions of best tournament players, but he always performs well in every tournament he's in. Oh my god, he hit that. Nice. So did David. So did Allegrisimo. That was really impressive. And again, a pretty solid lead here for G8 Bros. Just on the back of Crystal. Allegrisimo is performing quite well also, but unfortunately just lagging a bit behind and doesn't have the team support. Crystal doesn't need team support. Crystal is the team. Oh, the slider break. That was really sad. Allegrisimo did hold there, but it's a near 4 million point lead for all G8 Bros, so shouldn't be too much of a concern as we come into the ending here. And it's going to be 5-4 all G8 Bros. As they continue to just put on the Crystal show. Dude, Crystal is playing so well. That's yeah, nearly a 1v4. Another, I mean, that was only half of a 1v4, so really that close, but also the map a little, oh, the free mod. He very nearly 1v4'd on free mod 4. Yeah, that dude is absolutely playing out of his mind. Maybe he's not even playing out of his mind. Like, this is just how good he is, you know what I mean? Like, his match cost through 9 picks is 2.33. MX 10002 is somehow at 2.112 also. I don't know if I've not been paying enough attention to him or if he's just not like standing out the way that Crystal is. Hard to say. And we're gonna go free mod 3. Well, very. All right. Here's the question. How to pronounce Ferriquitus? 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 One of those artists that, like, I find myself trying to avoid saying the name because Ferriquitus just feels weird, even though it's probably fine. I think we just go with Ferriquitus. It's like, it's good enough, you know what I mean? The Grand Senpai map. I'm a little terrified. Grand Senpai maps just sort of scare me. Yeah, it's the I fear no man, but that thing, it scares me meme template. That's me with Grand Senpai maps. So looks like we're gonna have 10,002 Vendemia, Allegrismo, and Crazy. Or Irishmen, and of course the usual. We need to switch 2, 3, 4. Mr. Kurumi and Crazy, you need to swap slots, please. Please. I'm gonna assume they're like actually in the right slots, and when the map loads, it'll be right, because that's already happened at least once, and panicking doesn't fix it. Yep, there it is. That's so cool. I'm not really sure what's going on there. It's twice now that has occurred, though. All right, so we've got 10,002 Vendemia, Allegrismo, Crazy. Dave, Kevin, Kurumi, Crystal. Wait, there's streams in this map. This is not a Grand Senpai map. Are you sure this is mapped by Grand Senpai? I have never known him to map streams before. This is not right. My entire worldview, my paradigm is just gone. This cannot possibly be. Couple early breaks. Oh, nope, just from all G8 bros. I think there was a Bancho miss on Irishman. It's Kurumi and Kevin with the early misses for the G8 bros. Early advantage for the Irishmen. Crazy will be the first from that side to break. Still their advantage overall. It's a little less of an advantage than it would have been previously. Kevin falling once again means that Irishmen II will continue to extend this lead just a bit more here. Allegrismo and Vendemia, though, double break for Irishmen. You can't really be having that as long as David and Crystal are still holding. Crystal, though, does break, so they will not be able to take advantage of the misses from the Irishmen. 10,002 is still holding. Jason on these maps looking pretty clean. And down goes David. It is Kurumi with no combo now. Kevin with the only combo on that team at 450. The score is sticking pretty close. Oh, David did not, in fact, miss. That was Bancho, so we're tied with him and Zayson. Those two players battling it out here. If one of the other breaks, we're halfway through, that score gap can shoot one way or the other. It's only 1,000,000 points, but you've got two players on 1,300 combo. And really not a whole lot of backing combo to speak of. So those are just defining the score gap. What can they do? Obviously, Zayson looking far more confident accuracy-wise, up by 3%. And there goes everyone? Question mark. If those weren't Banchos, we've got 3 misses from G8 Bros. We've got 2 from Irishmen. Zayson still holding with 99.6 accuracy. He is the tapping player of this lobby, clearly. The lead out to 7 million, and Irishmen II are going to take it to 5 all, it looks like. Like, genuinely feels as though he is the only true tapping player in this lobby when you look at the accuracy of everybody else. Are there just not more tapping maps available for them to have picked for him to do this on, besides this and that Nomad 2? I guess that must be the case, because otherwise you would think they'd just say, Zayson, go kill. But I guess that just wasn't the strategy for this match overall. Obviously it's fine, because it's 5-5, but like, feels like there maybe could have been other options that they could have avoided the break points that they've dropped or something, if there were more tapping maps available for him to do this sort of thing on. This is just a really insanely impressive performance from one player, and that is, you know, it's a 1v3. If you take David out, you normalize his score to everybody else. We had two good scorers, one of them a bit better than the other. And the instant Nomad 5 pick. Anybody for some Wakaranai? Anybody for some Wakaranai? Who else Wakaranaiing? So yeah, 17 million points. It's pretty unfair. Doesn't look great. It's interesting because 3 maps ago we had a map that was decided by 35,000 points, and then we go to this, it's 17 million points. And now this is quick for a last pick. I mean, they went right into this. Another very long one, 4 minutes, but quite different stylistically, of course. CS4, but it is AR6, and it's 2 AR6 hidden players required. So you're gonna have fun with those, I'm sure. This is a practice map for sure, right? Great, so we've got Gara Lulu, My Comet, 10,000, and Crazy. I think that's a new unique roster. I don't know if they've run this 4-man before. And the MP start comes out. This is the last pick from all G8 bros. After this one team or the other will have a match point. But, you know, the eternal question, is it going to be Irishmen II trying to close out the match with their own pick? Or will all G8 bros be trying to get a break point just to finish things off? Somebody's going to be trying to force a tiebreaker. Very scary situation to be in. This map is really, really hard in a way that a lot of the maps we've been playing are not, just with this super low AR reading requirement. You know, we've had a lot of kind of the awkward, like, overlapping and that type of reading stuff, but nothing to this level. This is on a whole different tier. One of those just really difficult reading maps by Newton. Also, if anybody knows why there's an underscore after irony in this song title, please let me know, because I've long been flummoxed by that. It is David against My Comet. Nomad players. On identical act and everything. You know, I feel this map is kind of just get what combo you can if you're not a specialist, which most people aren't specialists in AR6. But, man, David and My Comet are both looking quite good so far. Now we get into the guy. Oh, it's an instant break from David. My Comet breaks right back. So we've got Crazy versus Crystal, and Crazy is the one to blink there. So Crystal now on the lead. 260 combo for himself on these wild-ass slider patterns. Oh, Crystal, brother. That was very disappointing, the way that pattern just missed the last circle. It is a lead by a million points for all G8 bros, which is really all it can take on a map like this where you're never gonna, well, I shouldn't say never, where you're rarely gonna see players building up a lot of combo. This is such like a Vivilium's map, I feel. They have Yokespy and Decoro. Like, they're actually just going to eat this map if they get to play it. I would almost think about banning this against them. I'll be curious to see whether that happens in that match. I wonder who else has specialists on this. Surely Woey kills this map. Kriller can probably play this because Kriller can play freaking everything in the game, but he's not really known as a reading specialist. He's just dumb good at every map in the game. And yeah, David recovering his combo since that break in the first Ki. Crystal as well recovering since breaking at the end of that Ki. And G8 Bros have a pretty comfortable lead, 3 million plus points. Oh, this is I forgot about Will Cookie. God, yeah, Will Cookie could absolutely eat this map for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. This is actually a Will Stetson map, unironically. I'm pretty sure he's like near the top of this leaderboard. But unfortunately not playing in this tournament. The aptly named Sir not appearing in this film. LG8 Bros just running with this one. Sorry, I just don't have much to talk about here. This is how this map goes. So you have Garlulu at 70%, 320k. I would, can't laugh at him because I would not be doing any better. I would probably be doing worse. But it's just kind of how a map like this goes. And into the last Ki we go. It's going to be 6-5 LG8 Bros, so they're going to have that one match point, and it's going to be on the last pick for the Irishmen. Very interested to see what map they choose. We might get a tiebreaker. It just wouldn't surprise me. Man, can we talk about my comment having 99 AC, though? That's very, very impressive. Even though he does have a couple of breaks, that's a really solid AC score. Just unfortunately not nearly enough, as not a great time was had by most members of his team. 4 mil from Crystal and David, and it's 6-5. Last pick of the match goes to Irishman. What will it be? Try to force the TB. We're gonna find out. And wow, Singapore from 4-2 down win 5 points in a row against Wooting 60 HE, and they win the match 7-4 and advance onward. What? I did not have that one in my bracket pick'ems today. That's a wild comeback. They first picked Nomad 5, by the way. What a surprise. Wait, I want to see how they did on it. That just feels like a Team Singapore map. Oh, Megamick got 18 mil. Oh, they're not playing with no fail, so it's kind of hard to tell. Wait, Markram got 23 mil, 1 miss, 99.56 AC with hidden. God damn, and they still lost. Oof. That is so sad. He got 23 million, the rest of his team got 3 million. Oh. Oh. Now we come to the last pick of the match in a very interesting sort of fashion. We went back-to-back break points, then 4 points won by the team picking, or 5. Was it 5? I know it was 4. And then we had 2 more break points, and now we've had 3 more points won by the team picking. So it's just very interesting how this has gone. Match just has flowed really strangely. So last pick here for Irishmen, they've got Nomad 3, Hard Rock 4, DTs 1, 3, and 5. We've only seen the one DT. It was DT6 quite early on, and Fremod 2. And they are going to go DT3. It's going to be Violet Perfume as the last pick of this match. Minute and 11 seconds, 210 BPM. KTG Stir DT as the last pick. Russia is gone. I think Russia does still have one team in. Out of the 5, they have HyperX Ally FPS. still left. But yeah, Wooting 60 HE is now gone. Alright, well, this is going to be a very important map. Will Irishmen II force the tiebreaker? Or can G8 Bros get the break point? Their third break point of the match, it would be, to close it out. That's tough task here. Very short one. Barely over a minute long. It's 10,002, Irishmen Vendemmia and Crazy. The Zason Gambit on some awkward KTG old style aim. Man, I'm just scared of like Crystal as usual. That dude's been going off. Small early lead for the Irishman as Vivace is the first to break. Mr. Kevin not having the greatest match, unfortunately, but he's provided enough score for his team to win points if needed. Most of the time, it feels like a lot of these picks have been, 2v3, 1v, or 2v4, 3v4. Don't always even need 4 people. A lot of breaks around the lobby everywhere. Irishmen, the only full combo left for Irishmen. Crystal, the only full combo left for all G8 Bros, is going to stay pretty close. The backing combo in favor of Irishmen, but the lead goes for all G8 Bros. This breaks from Crazy and Vendemmia, not what they wanted to see. Crystal still holding, as is Irishmen. Crystal with the accuracy lead, and David with a pretty solid backing combo. He is being beaten out just slightly by 10,002, but the lead is going to stay right in the middle of the screen. Nobody changing much, but there goes Irishmen. That's the FC gone. But Crystal follows up right behind it. He had the advantage to try to run away with this pick, but unfortunately not able to do so. But it's David on the combo now as all of Irishmen fall, and the lead goes back over to G8 Bros. There goes David once again, though. It's going to stay so close. It's just Irismen's combo. He breaks as well. Crystal coming into the ending with 160 combo, and that should be enough to break point by 200,000, and they win it 7-5 just like that. Twitch chat profits. Would have picked something Crystal couldn't play if possible. Didn't do it, and Crystal carries once again. And all G8 Bros take the victory 7-5, and they go onward. They are our first team into the semifinals here in the winners bracket. They will await the winner of our later match today, Kyle Painters and One Dance. That one will be in a couple hours, hour and a half. So this match took an hour and a half in and of itself. Yeah, that one will be 17 UTC. So that'll be our next match on stream actually. But for now, wow, man, that was a wild ride from start to finish, dude. Just crazy back and forth the whole way through. But in the end, all G8 Bros just managed to clutch out the break point to avoid a tiebreaker and to win the match. And onward they go, staying alive in winners bracket. Irishmen will drop down to losers, and there's a bunch of teams that they could still play because there's like 4 teams per sector due to potentials and everything. So they'll find out who they play in the next round after tomorrow's matches. But GG well played to both of these teams. That was a very fun one. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for being here. I've been T1G. I'll be back in an hour and a half, 17 UTC, for our next winner bracket quarterfinal match, Kyle Painters versus One Dance. And I hope that you will join us. Make sure you're following the stream and all that to know when we go live. And we'll see you in 90 minutes. Thank you for watching. Congratulations again to G8 Bros. We'll see you a little later.